Hello, my name is Ryan Davis, and I believe that empathy is what connects us to each other. What is empathy, you might ask? Empathy is when you can understand how others are feeling. It is also the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. An example of empathy is when you see someone feeling sad and you feel concerned. You can show your empathy by going up to them and asking if they're okay. Why do we need to have empathy? You might need to know when it is the right time to joke around with someone or to be a comforting friend. What happens when you don't have empathy? If you don't have empathy, you might not get to know others very well, and you might not be the kind of friend you want to be. But it's not always easy to be empathetic. Empathy is hard when we don't know another person very well. We can't easily read their body language and understand how they might be feeling. This can be especially confusing with people from another culture. In Mandarin class, we learned that the same word spoken with a different tone has different meanings. But if we don't understand the tone, we might miss an important clue on how that person is feeling. It's also hard to be empathetic in sports when competitiveness takes over. For example, during a soccer game this year, I was playing defense against a player on the other team, and when he was dribbling down the line, I was trying to get the ball and accidentally knocked him down. The referee gave me a yellow card, warning me I had to play safer. Afterwards, I felt bad that the player was fouled. Thanks to empathy, I knew my actions had been wrong. Sometimes it's even hard to show empathy to a person we know well. You might notice your friend looks down, but when you ask if they're okay, they just say yes and don't share what is weighing on them. People we care about are not always ready to receive empathy at the exact moment we are ready to offer it. In the scripture that Samantha read for us, Paul wrote a letter to the Philippians, instructing them to be nice and helpful to others. This is an example of empathy. Paul is writing down the advice he thinks Jesus would give to his followers. Paul and Jesus wants everyone to be peaceful and humble in order to show that they care about each other. Paul says that members of the church should not only look out for themselves, but to look out for others, and to value others as much as they value themselves. Some of us are naturally more empathetic than others, but even if empathy doesn't come easily to you, you can learn it by talking with others and really paying attention to what they have to say. Then you'll become more aware of their feelings and more able to adjust your behavior to show that you care. We all need empathy in order to feel supported and to know that we are not alone. Likewise, we should all show our concern for others whenever we can. Ideally, if we find ourselves in a conflict with someone, we can both extend empathy to the other person, accepting how they feel and seeing things from their point of view. In conclusion, it is very important to be empathetic because it helps us to connect with others and to be there for the people we care about. Empathy is one of the tools we have in order to do the right thing, so we can follow the advice of Jesus and Paul. Don't do anything only to get ahead. Don't do it because you are proud. Instead, be humble. Value others more than yourselves. None of you should look out just for your own good. Each of you should also look out for the good of others. If we do this, we will all help to make the world a better, more caring place. Thank you.